Coming up, monkeypox has made its way to the first state. And new clankers in Newark might be a thing that helps reduce trucks from crashing. Plus, Firefly organizers have given fans what they've been waiting for. All this and much more straight ahead. DETV News starts right now. The monkeypox virus has officially made its way to the first state. Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. According to the Division of Public Health, a 41-year-old man from Newcastle County has tested positive for monkeypox. Health officials say that he may have been exposed to the virus after close intimate contact with an individual in early July. The man is working with the Division of Public Health to identify possible close contacts and is isolating in the meantime. Experts are also tracking a new Omicron subvariant that could be the most contagious one yet. Health officials project numbers could be 5 times higher than what's being reported, as many people have turned to at-home testing. The subvariant BA.5 evades vaccine protection as well as immunity from previous COVID infections, so officials are asking everyone to proceed with caution. Now, experts are also tracking another subvariant of Omicron labeled BA.2.75. COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Delaware is averaging over 250 new cases each day. According to the CDC, while hospitalizations are up in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, they're actually down 9.4% here in Delaware. But there's another vaccine on the horizon as we look ahead to the fall. Both Pfizer and Moderna are working on a combination of vaccines that will have the Omicron variant as well as the original booster in them. For now, health officials say the best way to keep yourself safe is, you guessed it, to get vaccinated and boosted. As cases and positivity rates rise, however, it may also be a good idea to test as well, even if you're not feeling sick. To Dover now, where officials say a Target store will be closed for the next few weeks for repairs. That after a fire which damaged millions of dollars worth of merchandise was found to be arson. Dover police say the fire was intentionally set in the center of the store in the linen section, resulting in multiple fire departments responding to the store Sunday night. The store was evacuated quickly and no injuries were reported. Preliminary estimates range between $3 and $4 million in smoke and fire damage to merchandise. If you have any information related to this incident, contact the Dover Police Department at 302-736-7130. Callers may remain anonymous. Coming up after the break, many in our area are still feeling the effects of Tuesday evening's nasty summer storm. More on that, plus your local forecast when we come right back. Stay with us.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Welcome back to DETV News. Many of us here in the first state saw hurricane-force winds which caused some damage as thunderstorms slammed through Delaware Tuesday evening. Many trees came down in the Middletown area and thousands of Delawareans were without power due to the storm. Part of a roof on a DART transportation facility was also damaged due to the storm.
What we saw was those straight line winds obviously having an impact. There's significant roof damage that occurred on this bus wash maintenance facility and has resulted in the closure of it temporarily, obviously while the cleanup goes on and we assess the damage.
Let's take a look if any more storms are coming our way. Here's a look at your weekend forecast. In an effort to reduce crashes under the Cashew Mill Road underpass, DelDOT has installed what they're calling new clankers to warn trucks that are too tall to fit through.
Over the years, we've had a large problem with overheight vehicles striking this CSX railroad bridge, and Last year, the Delaware Department of Transportation and the City of Newark got together and put out to bid a project to put in what we call clankers, which are rubber balloons that hang over the roadway at the height of the bridge. And this is a mechanism for vehicles to know that they are over height and will strike the bridge if they hit the clankers. The clankers are on chains, so they make a sound and a noise, and combined with the impact of the balloons, which don't cause any damage on the vehicle, hopes to get the driver's attention that they are over height.
The state of Delaware saw over 400 overdose deaths just last year alone. The major culprits, fentanyl and heroin. That's why Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall Long has joined forces with Attorney General Kathy Jennings to hold a series of statewide community forums in hopes of finding innovative ways to spend millions of dollars in settlement funding to combat the opioid crisis across the first state. The state's newly established Prescription Opioid Settlement Fund Distribution Commission is working to stop the opioid epidemic through financial support from the Opioid Settlement Fund. That includes efforts to treat, prevent, and reduce opioid use disorder and the misuse of opioids throughout the state of Delaware. Clients, families, advocates, and service providers are encouraged to attend the forums as the conversations continue later this month, with the final discussion set to be held at 7 p.m. on July 25th at Delaware Tech's Dover campus. The ultimate goal of these forums is to find ways to use that money to further fight to save lives and help those who need to get help in the state of Delaware. It was quite the scene this week at the riverfront in Wilmington as a submerged car was pulled out of the Christina River. It all happened behind the Iron Hill Brewery restaurant. Delaware State Police boats, along with officers, paramedics, and divers, were on the scene. Officials say that they recently came across the vehicle while doing a sweep of the river. Since the vehicle's extraction, there has been no further information on this. And when we come back, Firefly fans can officially begin strategizing. We'll tell you when you can finally get those one-day passes.
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like, what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can with the community, for the community.
Welcome back. Firefly fans can begin to map out how they'll watch their favorite sets as festival organizers released the daily schedule earlier this week. Festival organizers also announced that daily passes will go on sale this Friday at noon. While the schedule does not yet include specific times for each act, so far we know the order of the headliners. Here they are. Halsey will open the festival on Thursday, September 22nd, followed by My Chemical Romance Friday, September 23rd, Green Day on Saturday, September 24th, and Dua Lipa will close things out on Sunday, September 25th. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Firefly Music Festival. Looking back, moving forward, that's the theme of the upcoming ACLU Delaware Open House event happening later this month. The ACLU of Delaware is inviting the public to join them for an open house to tour recent renovations to their office space in downtown Wilmington and to hear from past, current, and ACLU Delaware leaders during a brief presentation. Now, the open house is being held Friday, July 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Community Service Building on West 10th Street. While the event is free of charge, you are required to RSVP. You can find that link of the ACLU of Delaware's social media pages. The Newcastle County Public Works Job Fair was held this week for job seekers in the area. The fair was held on the Route 9 Public Library and Innovation Center, where those interested could apply for positions right on site, speak with Public Works staff, and receive free ice cream at the end. Well, are you trying to replace your old refrigerator? Habitat for Humanity is currently replacing old refrigerators for just $50. It's all a part of their refrigerator replacement program for any Newcastle County homeowner or renter. Residents must be Delmarva Power account holders, and their refrigerator must be manufactured prior to 2013. Now, the program runs until the end of this year. This week, the NRG announced a new $250,000 commitment to Nemours Children's Health through its Choose to Give program. Nemours has already received over $200,000 for the program over the past 5 years. This pledge will directly support Nemours Children's Health and its behavioral health program. In other news, a new canine accelerant detection team will soon be making its way to the office of the state fire marshal. The implementation of the new team was announced this week, along with the retirement of current canine accelerant detection team. At this week's event, a training was provided by State Farm through their arson dog program.
So when PJ alerts, what you guys saw, he'll sit, he points with his nose. I would mark that spot, and myself or another investigator would come back, collect a sample of that area. We actually would then run the dog over that sample again to confirm that the debris that we got potentially has accelerants in it.
The detection team consists of specialty trained canine and deputy fire marshals who are called to fire scenes to detect if an accelerant was used for the fires.
The dogs are trained by primarily associating the scent to food. And when they detect that smell, they know they'll be rewarded. So that is ultimately the intricacy of what the training is all about, and then there's just reinforcement that becomes a part of that process.
Still ahead, the Archmere football team visits a famous alum at the White House. Stay tuned, you're watching DETV News.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Welcome back. For many, visiting the White House is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's why it was extra special for one Class 2A high school champion football team. President Joe Biden invited his alma mater, Archmere Academy, to the White House 4th of July picnic. The school's football team, cheerleaders, and coaches were all in attendance. President Biden got to take an up-close look at the team's championship ring and was even presented a framed number 30 jersey, which was his number when he played for the Auks football team.
I mean, just going there and seeing the Oval Office was so surreal. I didn't really expect to see the Oval Office. I just thought we were going to see Mr. President and just kind of like look around a little bit, but going in there, taking a picture with him, shaking his hand, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And speaking of sports, many golfers put their clubs into action this week at Lincoln University's annual alumni golf event. The event was held at the Heartfelt National Golf Club, where many experienced and beginner golfers teed off with legendary golfer Jim Thorpe to raise money for students attending the nation's first HBCU. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after these messages. Stay with us. You're watching DETV News.
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can with the community, for the community.
It was an active day for many Delaware health and wellness groups as they gathered at Glasgow Park to get moving, get motivated, and get in shape. Groups such as Girl Trek, Black Girls Run, Latinas in Motion, and Cycle Sisters meet up quarterly to motivate, encourage, and inspire others to take control of their health. And speaking of physical fitness, the Kennett Trails Alliance, Bike Kennett Trek, Bicycles Newark, and other cycling organizations teamed up to host a community bike fest and giveaway. It was a BYOB event, as in bring your own bicycle, for free tune-ups and minor repairs.
We're also giving out hopefully over 100 bikes today. We've got over 100 bikes, kids and adults. We've got free helmets. The bikes are refurbished, mostly from Trek stores They have a trade-in program, so we have those bikes, and we're fixing them up, we're giving them out, and we're hoping people will use them to ride.
And it was a day of fun for many at the second annual Stop the Violence Adult Kickball Tournament. Although there wasn't too much kickball, the day was filled with all-you-can-eat food, music, face paint, and activities for all ages. Sounds like a good time. And lastly, many youngsters got the chance to be a pirate for a day. Inspired by the infamous Captain Kidd, children dressed as a pirate had the chance to go on a free tour of the Kalmar-Nickel ship. The free community event also included pirate crafts, cannon demonstrations, and scavenger hunts.
This is the first time we've done this in the last 3 years. So we used to do this before the pandemic, and we're happy to be back at it again.
Before we go tonight, we're celebrating a very special birthday here at DETV. We want to wish DETV news reporter and producer Kaylin Pride a very happy birthday. Kaylin is an integral part of the station as well as our news program. A proud Cab Calloway and DSU grad, Kaylin is also a dance instructor at Pieces of a Dream Dance Company. Kaylin, your DETV family wishes you a very happy birthday. Well, that'll do it for this edition of DETV News. Be sure to follow us across all of our social media platforms and take a look at our website. That's detvch.com. With DETV News, I'm Matt Ford. Stay well, and we'll see you next time.